Welcome to the Daily Record Spin. I'm your host, Jimmy Clements. Joining me today, as always, is the co-host of the show and my brother, Danny Okey. Danny, how you doing today, man?
I'm doing good. It's a good day. We're recording on Labor Day, so have the work day off, which is very nice. Always nice to get a 3-day weekend. So how about you?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm feeling similarly, getting some rest. I helped with auditions for my a cappella group on Saturday, so that was a fun time. Nice. And had a super chill day yesterday, so feeling pretty refreshed and ready for the week.
Love it. That's great.
Yeah. All right. So today we are going to do a deep dive on Man's Best Friend, the new Sabrina Carpenter album, which is just ripping up the charts right now. But before that, we're going to get to a couple other notes, including some new releases. Outside of that, we're going to talk about Taylor and Travis. Obviously, we'll start the show with that. And then we're going to close out with our next 5 on our best albums of the 21st century list. So we got a lot to discuss today. We're going to keep this moving along here. And let's just go ahead and get into it with Taylor and Travis. You want to talk about the announcement?
Cool. Yeah, I mean, there's not much to say that hasn't already been said. I think pretty much everybody in the world knows, at least I think we're now at 36 million people that know that Taylor and Travis got engaged. What was that, last week? That was last week, right? And so I think the Instagram post, last I checked, was at 36 million likes, which is absolutely absurd.
Crazy.
I think everybody in the world is talking about this. It's been a long time coming, as Miss Taylor Swift likes to say. And I don't know, maybe I'm too parasocial, but I'm just like literally thrilled for her. Like,
oh my gosh,
over the moon happy for her. She's been writing about this shit since she was like 13 years old. And has gone through a lot of shit to get here. I'm thrilled for her. I think her and Travis are endgame. So this is really cool.
Definitely. It felt like that all along. This is the American royal wedding. I remember when they tried to do this with the tabloids when Kim Kardashian got married that first time. Do you remember this?
Yeah.
When they like really tried to make that a thing. That was not a thing.
It wasn't a thing.
Taylor Swift, that's a thing. That's huge.
It really does feel like a royal wedding. Like the way people are talking about it and rallying behind it. Like, I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know how they're going to have this wedding safely. I don't know if they're going to like try and do a big ceremony or keep it really small and intimate with just family. I can't imagine with both of them doing a small wedding. I think it's going to be pretty big.
I do too.
But safety concerns, I'm like, I don't know how they're going to do this without people literally storming in and trying to take pictures and shit like that. So they're either going to have to keep this under lock and key and make everybody sign NDAs, or they're going to live stream it.
There's no in between.
There's no in between. So I don't foresee them like doing it like a royal wedding where we can all watch live. I can't imagine that they would do that. But if they don't do that, they're going to have to keep this really hush hush. So good luck to them. I really hope they can manage that. For sure. There are some weirdos out there that are going to try and storm this thing.
Yeah. I did get a little bit of news from Travis's dad. Apparently he proposed about 2 weeks before this announcement. So this wasn't something they were keeping super secret for a very long time. This is pretty recent. It's not like they were secretly engaged or anything. So
happened right after the podcast recording.
Did it really?
Yeah, literally. They recorded the New Heights podcast and then he took her out back and did it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was right after.
Holy smokes.
Yeah.
And recreated the lover photo shoot because Travis is just like a...
Do you think that was a coincidence?
No.
I feel like it was. I mean, the man doesn't even know Red, the song. There's no way he knows like a niche photo shoot from Lover that didn't even make the actual album cover.
I don't know. He seems really embedded in the lore at this point.
I mean, he is. I don't know. I have a hard time believing someone who doesn't even know all the music knows that much. Think maybe. I mean, greenery just kind of looks like greenery. You know, it did look very similar, like coincidentally similar, but I think it was probably just a happy coincidence that it looked just like it.
Did you see that the ring came from like a single jewelry artist in New York City?
I did.
I thought that was super cool.
I did too. It was a kind of just like an independent artist who
super dope.
I think that's really neat that they went that direction. It's very cool.
Well, needless to say, we'll be following the story as it goes. I'm sure that's all they're going to be talking about during the NFL season. You know, who knows when this wedding will actually be? It definitely won't be till after the season. So I would imagine maybe next summer.
The Chads and Brads are going to lose their minds.
Yeah, they're
going to lose their minds. So.
Yeah, they can be really, really mad that Taylor Swift is taking up their NFL Sundays.
Uh-huh.
I'm not going to be. I'm going to be very happy because the Colts suck, so I need something to hang on to.
The NFL is not going to be mad about it because it's going to get them shit ton of ratings. So,
boop, boop. Yep.
Right. So they're going to keep doing it. Sorry, Chads and Brads. But they're going to do, as long as they're making money off of it, they're going to say her name as many times as they can.
100%. NFL does not care about anything except money. That's all they care about.
Yep.
All right. So enough with the wedding. Let's get to some other new releases that happened. I know you want to briefly talk about Hayley Williams finally dropping Ego Death at a Bachelorette Party as an album.
Yes, it finally happened this last Thursday. Like I said, we're recording on Labor Day. So last Thursday, she announced about midday that she was finally dropping the entire thing in its in an album format, and it was not entitled Ego, as most of the fans were speculating. She named the entire thing Ego Death at a Bachelorette Party, which is the name of one of the songs on the album, and also announced that there was a secret 18th track entitled Parachute, which is simultaneously the greatest song I've ever heard in my entire life and also the cause of my depression. So if you haven't heard Parachute yet, be prepared for two things. A, you're going to be ripped open and your heart is going to shred into a million tiny pieces. And also you're going to be like, wow, this is a woman at her absolute peak songwriting and vocal prowess. It is truly, I think it's her magnum opus. Like, it is.
The vocals are astounding.
Phenomenal. It's phenomenal. That second verse, she's just yelling.
Yeah.
I mean, she's yelling.
It's yelling, but it's still singing, which is crazy.
It is. Her voice is just nuts, dude. It's just nuts.
The Paramore subreddit was crashing out over this song. I don't know if you went on there at all, but it was.
I was
a
everywhere.
Tough place to be. Yeah,
I was everywhere that whole day. Yep, and we were all simultaneously losing our minds. So, if you don't know the Paramore lore, look it up. We're not going to bother you with it today, but it's pretty heavy. The lyrics are really devastating in that song, and it really leaves things very questionable in terms of Paramore's future. So I don't want to speculate too much on her personal life, but let's just hope that everything's okay. Because
she seems not in a good place. First of all. I think the most upsetting comment I saw a Reddit post that said, "Is Thick Skull a fitting end for Paramore?"
Stop. I can't even. I saw it too. I can't talk about that. Nope. No, not going.
One of the first comments was like, "Shut up."
Yeah, like, stop talking, please. Some of us are too fragile to handle this right now. Thank you.
Oh my god.
I told Hunter I need 3 business years to process that song. Yeah.
So it was always going to take 6 years for the next Paramore album anyway. So
right, you're right.
You know, at least we got a Hayley album within a couple years.
At least we got a Hayley album. Yep. So, anyways, she dropped the whole thing. Physical copies went for pre-order. I ordered 3 vinyls because I have no self-control.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough.
But you know what? I love this album so much. So I can't wait to have it on physical and be streaming it all year long. So yeah, very, very thrilled about it.
Where you turn on the vinyl and then start it on Spotify and mute it like you do.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Because I need it on my Spotify Wrapped.
Yeah.
We've been over this.
Sicko.
I'm sorry that I'm smart.
I actually did tell my friend TJ about that, and he was like, honestly, that's pretty cool. Yeah.
Thank you, TJ. Thank you for supporting me, unlike my flesh and blood.
You know, I got to give you a hard time. I'm your older brother. What am I doing if I'm not doing that?
Fair enough. All right.
No,
what are the ones that you wanted to shout out today?
I want to talk about Audrey Hobert. So she is singer, songwriter, bedroom pop type artist. I first saw her because Phineas was posting about her online, and so I ended up watching a couple of videos, and I was like, "Oh, this is cool." I saw her song "Sex in the City," just like an acoustic performance that she did, I believe, on Apple Music, and I was like, "Okay, cool. Let me check this album out," and I actually really, really liked it. It's got again, like bedroom pop vibes, like very 2017 coded, but at the same time, there's like some Ben Foldsiness to it that really feels like a harkening back to a really earlier era of singer-songwriter pop. And I just think she has a really unique voice. She has a very soothing voice, but she also has a lot of power in it, which is cool. And I felt like the songs were really melodic and also very clever. And so I was intrigued the whole time. Usually singer-songwriter is a genre that I dabble in occasionally when I find somebody that I really click with. And for me, this was one of those projects that I was like, oh, wow, I actually really, really like this. So I'll continue to follow it. Some of my favorite things she does, she has a couple songs on here where she compares her life to TV shows. So she has a song Sex and the City and also one called Phoebe, which is about friends. And I just thought those songs were really, really clever and heartfelt and a unique artist signature that was really, intriguing to me. I know you had different thoughts on this.
I'm lukewarm on it. She's getting a lot of buzz right now. Like a lot of people are really talking about her. She something you didn't mention is she's a primary collaborator with Gracie Abrams.
I didn't know that.
A lot of Gracie songs on The Secret of Us were co-written by Audrey. And I perceive her, because even though she's probably the brains behind the operation here, because she came after Gracie, it feels just like Gracie Abrams worship to me, and I'm lukewarm on Gracie as a whole too. So it's like, I don't know, it feels more of the same to me, but I think it's a little bit wittier, which I like. There just wasn't a whole lot that really stuck with me, except for one song. I think it's called Sue Me, towards the top of the album.
Oh yeah, Sue Me, I Wanna Be Wanted.
Yeah, that song rips.
Yeah, that's great song.
That song rips. Everything else, it kind of washed over me. So I might give it another shot at some point, because like I said, I know that she's getting a lot of buzz right now. So congratulations to her. That's really great.
Yeah, to be fair, the internet agrees. I think Sue Me has like 22 million streams in Spotify, and everything else is around 1 million. So I mean, like that song is really taking off in a way. I do think she has a better voice than Gracie Abrams, to be totally transparent. Too. Like it's just a lot more, I don't know,
expressive
and also versatile. I just feel like Gracie has kind of one note, honestly.
I agree.
And I don't want to dog on Gracie, because I actually do like a lot of her songs, but
yeah, me too.
She is limited as an artist vocally.
Yeah.
Cool. And then I just also want to mention the new Blood Orange album, Essex Honey. So Blood Orange is an artist that's been around for a long time. He had a really strong run in the early 2010s, but has disappeared for many years and came back with this album. Some of his collaborators on this were Caroline Polachek, Jimmy Stax, who produced the Lord album. Lord is actually featured on one of the songs as well. This is a very vibey, like red wine and candlelight type of album. And it's not going to be for every mood, but it's very, very well done. And it's really atmospheric and really cool to listen to. There's some like soft jazz elements. There's like one artist that I kept thinking about listening to this was Seal, the R&B artist from the 90s. So there's definitely like a lot to like here. It's, again, not for every mood, but I thought it was a really cool album and definitely wanted to mention it on here.
Nice. Yeah, that's cool. I didn't realize that Caroline and Lord were on it. So now I gotta go check
Caroline's on a couple songs. Lord's only on one. Yeah.
Okay. But I love Caroline. Jimmy Stax, I guess, is one to really watch out for, because did you know that he also is a co-producer on True Believer by Hayley?
No, I didn't know that.
She pretty much worked with one person on the album, Daniel James, which is funny because it's our names. But on that one song on True Believer, Jimmy Stax is on it too. So
nice.
He's got his hands in lots of pots right now. I think he's one to watch out for, which is cool.
It is. Is Daniel James the guy that played acoustic with her in those live videos?
Yes.
Oh, that's sick. He was really cool.
He's really great.
I like his vibe.
Really great. He was the primary collaborator on her second album too, Flowers for Vases, which is an album that I'm like meh on as a whole, but I think they really brought out the best in each other on this one. So cool. One last thing with the Hayley album, it's getting universal acclaim, which is really cool. It is.
Metacritic is loving this album.
It's currently the highest rated on Metacritic of the year.
That's crazy.
It is crazy. I'm fucking thrilled about it.
Do we think it's her best album solo? Because I kind of do.
It's not even close to me. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
100% yes. I love Petals for Armor, but this is like
I do
next
too.
level.
Yeah.
This is her best one. 100%.
Sure.
Speaking of Metacritic, really quick, I'm gonna plug Music Board. I think I've talked about Music Board again on here. Music Board is basically like Letterboxd for albums and just music as a whole. I'm on there all the time writing reviews. If you are interested in a Letterboxd but for music, download Music Board. You can follow me, Danny Okey. And the reason I'm shouting it out is because I think their team is pretty limited, and I think it's kind of struggling as an app right now. And I really want to shout it out to get more people on there, because I really love that app and I want to see it survive. And I feel like the more users can get on there, the better chance it has of surviving. So I'm plugging Music Board here.
I like that plug. And while we're at it, if you're watching on YouTube, please like and subscribe right now. And if you're on Spotify or any of the other platforms, leave us 5 stars, leave a comment, show us some love there. We're going to go ahead and get into the main topic of this episode, which is our deep dive into Sabrina Carpenter's new album, which is called Man's Best Friend. It looks like it's going to debut at number 1. Every song on this is on the Spotify Global Top 20 right now, which is an incredible, remarkable achievement. And why don't we just get into it? So what are your initial thoughts on the album? And we'll just go from there.
Okay. Yeah. So some overarching thoughts on the album are, here's where I'm at with it right now, currently. Every time I listen, I go like this. I go very up and down with it. Okay. And where I am right now is that it's good. It's good. I think it's good. I think a lot of it is stuff that I will return to. I think in terms of structure and form and songwriting, it's actually very similar to Short and Sweet. Yeah. There are some key differences, but I think if we're looking at the albums as a whole and looking at the structure of them, I think they set out to accomplish very similar things with both records. What I think is that Short and Sweet has higher highs and Man's Best Friend has lower lows. So because of that, I like Short and Sweet significantly more, even though I think it's pretty similar in terms of quality to Short and Sweet. It's just that the highs on this one don't reach like a Taste or a Please, Please, Please or an Espresso. And the ballads that are kind of like wah, wah, I actually think are less memorable on this than like Lie to Girls was on Short and Sweet. So that's kind of where I'm at. It kind of evens out as just much lower than Short and Sweet, even though I think they're pretty similar. Where are you at right now with it?
I like it significantly more than you.
Okay.
I think I agree on the points that the lows are lower. There are some stuff that I just don't love on this album. Although I do, and this is where it's a key difference from Short and Sweet for me. I think it is more cohesive. It is more of a complete thought than Short and Sweet is, which was a lot of hit testing. I felt like Short and Sweet was like, let's get the hits. We need them for a tour. And this one is more, let me explore some genres. I love how much genre exploration there is on this album. And yet it all really does mesh together well for being, part disco, part, mainstream pop, part, 80s urban pop, part like country, 70s, old school country. Like there's a lot of stuff going on in this album. So,
there is a lot.
The fact that she was able to make it really of one piece, and a lot of that has to do with her lyrics and her themes. It's impressive. And I think I just really vibe with this album. It's a little bit more, it's not as mainstream. It's a little bit more like adult, a little bit more of a thinking person's project. For sure. And I really dig it. Overall. Yeah, for sure.
I really like it too. I think it depends on what you go to Sabrina Carpenter for. Yeah. Because I am going to Sabrina Carpenter for hits. Like I want the bubblegum pop girl. I want my pop star on the stage with the glitzy glammy outfits, singing cheeky lyrics over incredible soaring melodies and number 1 chart topping songs. Like that's what I go to Sabrina Carpenter for. I want that from her. I like that, like what you said, this feels more cohesive. It feels more intellectual. It feels a bit weirder just in general.
Yeah.
And like she's really, stretching herself as an artist, which I will always commend for artists, is to stretch themselves in that way. I think it just really depends what you're coming to Sabrina Carpenter for. She's a little bit of a unique artist in that way, that like the ones I'm going back to the most from Short and Sweet are the hits. I'm not going back to kind of the more underground ones, the deep cuts. I'm going back to the hits quite a bit. So to me, I just don't see like a bona fide hit on this album, and that knocks it down a little bit for me.
Interesting. I don't know that I agree with that.
Okay.
I think there are some hits on here.
Well, let's get into it, and we'll see kind of where we land on that.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll just start from the very top with Man-Child. This was obviously the one single that was released beforehand. It came out, I believe, in June, right, when we were in Italy?
Yeah.
It's like the first week of June.
I think so. Actually, I think it was slightly before we went there.
Slightly before? Okay. So, this song has been around for a while. And I will say, in the context of the album, I like it a lot more. I kind of ignored it for a while because I just really wanted to hear it in the full project. And so I think it's growing on me a lot. Yeah,
I agree. This to me, I don't know that I like it more in the context of the album. I probably really got into this song like a month ago is when I like kind of returned to it, and I was like, oh wait, this is a bop. This is the only one to me that feels like a hit, and maybe that's because it was the pre-release single. This to me feels the most in line with what they were doing on Short and Sweet, and it almost feels to me, because this feels very out of place in my opinion on the rest of Man's Best Friend. It feels to me like she submitted the album and the label was like, girl, we need a hit. So then they wrote Man-Child. Like that's kind of how it feels to me. Like it's designed to be like the one radio smash so that she could do her weird shit on the rest of the album. That's kind of how it feels to me. But I do love it. It just feels a bit out of place to me.
Interesting. I think there's enough happening in the instrumentation that carries over to the other songs that makes it feel right. And obviously the lyrics are still in this theme of like, this entire album sort of feels like a slow burn breakup album, and yet none of the songs really feel like breakup songs, which is a fun bit of theatrics that she's doing on this album. I do think it is a very transitional song. It does feel like you're used to Short and Sweet. Let me bridge you into this thing. So I agree with you there. I wouldn't say it's completely out of place, but it is definitely tonally quite different than most of it.
Yes. Yeah, I agree with that for sure. But like I said, I love this one. I think it's a great summer song. I think the chorus is fantastic. It just kind of feels to me, and I felt this way when it first released, because it felt similar to Short and Sweet, but didn't quite hit the same highs as some of those original singles. It kind of fell in the middle for me.
Yeah, I agree with that. I don't think it quite hits the highs of Short and Sweet.
Yeah.
I do love that bridge though. The bridge is amazing.
I do too. The bridge is really great.
Vocals and everything. It's really, really fun.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go to Tears. So this is the new single. This had a video released with it on album release day. And I will just say before we even get into the song, I have watched that video maybe 20 times. It is
so good.
Arguably one of my favorite music videos I've ever seen. Like I truly am absolutely obsessed with it.
Yep. It's a great video. I watched that video immediately. I listened to the album first, but then the first thing I did after I listened was watch the music video. Coleman Domingo is awesome in it.
Unreal in this. Did you hear the story about how he ended up being in this?
No, I don't think I did.
So apparently they met at some like industry party. Like he just came up to her and started gushing about how much he loves her music. And she was like, oh my God, you're so sweet. Like, I would love to work with you someday. And then when they were coming up with the concept for the Tears music video, which, spoiler alert, is a total Rocky Horror homage. She was like, what if we got Coleman for this? I wonder if he'd be interested. And they asked him and he was like super jazzed about it. He came to set and he was like down to try anything they threw at him. Like That's he just seems amazing. But yeah, he basically plays Frankenfurter in this video. Yeah. And absolutely slays. Like he's unbelievably good in this video.
It's so good. It's so good. Yeah, I love it. And the end is so funny. Where she's like, unfortunately, you gotta die. A guy has. A guy has to die in every music video. We got to give the people what they want. Just throws the shoe at him. Hilarious. No, the video is truly fantastic. The video is truly fantastic. There's a lot of chatter online that people are like, why did she choose this as the second single? It's one of the weaker songs. I just could not disagree more. This feels very much like the right choice for the second single.
Wow, people were saying that? Because I was going to say this feels like a hit to me. I think this song will be a hit.
I think this one is the closest that I can hear as like a true smash. Like this, this to me is a no-brainer that this was the second single. I don't know why people are saying that.
I fully agree.
Very confused by it.
Interestingly, one of the few songs Jack did not work on in this album. I was going through the song credits and I was like, oh, this is John Ryan again. Who, you know, I actually love their collaboration throughout this. In this album, it is the same collaborators, basically short and sweet, although John and Jack worked on a lot of songs together this time, which is really cool. And I think contributes to the cohesiveness. But this was just a John Ryan one, production-wise. So interesting in that regard.
Yeah. And I love the disco elements of this song.
Yes.
I think if I had a complaint about this song, it's that I feel like we get the chorus a bit too much, maybe, or just that the verses aren't long enough. Like I could have used...
The verses are very short.
Yeah, I could have used slightly longer verses and maybe a bridge that was more fleshed out, because the bridge is just her talking the lyrics of the chorus again.
Yeah.
But
which I actually love that. I love a talking bridge.
I'm okay with the bridge. I think it's just a mixture of the fact that the verses are so short. I just feel like we get a whole lot of that chorus throughout this, which is not a huge complaint because I love this chorus. I think it's a great chorus. It's very funny. It's very Sabrina.
So funny.
This one feels to me like we're trying something new. We're experimenting, but it still feels like a radio smash. So I do like this one. This is closest. It still doesn't feel to me as big as Please 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 Taste and
I agree with that.
Espresso.
It's a little more limited.
It's a little more limited, but I do really like this one. This is one of my favorites.
Yeah. I was reading, someone online was like, I heard this on the radio and they just like muted the word wet, which is just hilarious to me.
Give me a break.
This is like when, because I was like, how do you play this on the radio? It's like very sexual. Yeah. But you mute the word wet is very funny to me.
It's like objectively funny.
You remember the song Rockstar by Nickelback?
Yeah. Yeah. They would
say the girls come easy and the come cheap.
And
I just I don't understand, man.
Stupid.
Like, why? What is the radio so weird?
It is. It is.
Oh, speaking of the radio, brief pause to talk about one thing we did forget to mention was that after 66 weeks, a bar song Tipsy is no longer on the top 10 of the Billboard charts.
Thank God.
And to quote a TikTok creator that I saw, when that song entered the charts, Sabrina Carpenter was best known as this girl that Driver's License was about. Yep. Espresso had not come out yet.
Yep.
That is a crazy, crazy thing to think about.
We could do a whole episode on how the charts are completely meaningless these days.
Yes, they are.
And I would be interested in that episode, but all I have to say is right now, thank God that has finally left the charts. Nothing against Shabuzi. Kudos to you for having one of the apparently the biggest hits of all time.
Yeah.
Just so elated that it's gone. And please never come back. Thank you. Love you. Bye.
Yeah. Just hilarious. Sabrina Carpenter has released 2 full albums since that song entered the charts.
Taylor Swift has probably released like 6 since that album came out. So goodbye, bar song. God. Lose Control, Please Be Next, and then Ordinary. Okay.
Yeah. Lose Control, man. That one is it's
even
still at number
running.
7 that I saw.
Yep.
Also, can we talk about how the charts right now are truly a blue states versus red states battle of K-pop demon hunters and then like conservative music?
Yeah.
It is really funny. We're at such an interesting time culturally.
We sure are. We sure are. All right. Anyways, back to Sabrina. Tears. Great song.
Yes.
Love it.
Zero notes. Love this song. Watch the video and keep watching it because Hubba Hubba, first of all. And then second, it's just very creative and well shot and really trippy and fun. Okay. My Man on Willpower is the next song on this album.
Yes.
Thoughts?
Go up and down with this one a lot.
This is a weak link for me.
I really like aspects of it. I feel like there's a big fake out right at the beginning and right at the end of the first chorus. The production, something's going on in the production at the beginning of the song and leading into the second verse that make it sound like a completely different song. And it makes it sound like it's going to be a little bit edgier, a little bit darker. And then it's like kind of just like bouncy white girl music. So that throws me off every single time, but I really like the hook on this. I love the chorus. I'm lukewarm on the verses. But I think the thing I do like about this song is that I feel like this is a concept I've never really heard before in a song.
Yeah, I agree. It's unique.
It is really, really unique lyrically. And I think that's the thing that's drawing me in the most right now is how unique it is lyrically. That and the chorus. So I think this one is growing on me the more I listen to it. I'll say that.
Yeah, I think it's fine. I think I mentioned to you in a text that I felt like this was better retro pastiche than it is song. Like it is a good anchor point for the album and sort of jumping through these different eras that this album does really well. And so I think you need it on here, but overall as a song, it's not one that sticks with me very much, to be totally honest.
Yeah. I think it works in the first 3-track run. Like, yes. I feel like we get a really good, like, pop sensible, big, moment in the first 3 tracks. Very reminiscent of Short and Sweet. So I like it in that regard. But when I look at the whole track list, it's not going to be in my top 5, probably.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah.
And then we go into Sugar Talking, which is one of my favorites.
One that will be in my top 5, 100%. Yeah. I love this song.
Me too.
I love this whole vibe for her. Just works for me. Like,
yes.
It's not really what I go to Sabrina for, like I said, but this is one of those ones that I didn't know I wanted it until I got it. So
she's really good in the R&B lane.
She is. It's because, like I told you over text, everybody thinks she's a Tay daughter. She's not a Tay daughter. She is an Ari daughter.
For sure.
1000%. She is emulating Ariana Grande so much in her music. And I feel like it's going overlooked because of her friendship with Taylor. I'm like, y'all, you're not listening to the music here. The way that she stacks her vocals, the way that she harmonizes, it's so Ariana Grande. And the way that she flirts with R&B. I'm like, y'all are not listening right.
Fully agree with you.
Let's give the true pop music mother the credit that she deserves. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Because it's all over this thing. But yeah, I like the R&B vibe for her. This one feels very live to me.
Yeah.
Which Jack mentioned in his Instagram post. He said that a lot of this album was designed to feel like live jam bandy.
Oh, interesting.
And I get that a lot on this track in particular.
Yeah, I just really like the vibe of this. This is one I added to my year-end playlist immediately when I heard it. So it's just like I'm fine listening to this whenever. It's just a good, well-constructed song. It's got great instrumentals. It's chill. It's laid back, but it's also fun.
I categorize it as these are some of my favorite songs. Are late night drive songs.
Yes,
this feels to me like a late night drive song.
1000%.
I really like the vibe. So yeah, big fan of Sugar Talking. It's probably my top 3.
All right, so we'll go from that, which we fully agree on, to the one we're probably going to be most divided on, which is we almost broke up again last night. The 5th track.
This is such a chop. Get rid of it right now. I hate this song.
So wild to me.
I hate it. It's so boring. It feels like Grease the musical and a mix of like the worst song on the Mamma Mia soundtrack. It just it doesn't do anything for me at all. The chorus is boring. The verses are boring. I'm over it. Skip. I can't do it. That's where I'm at. Like, I'm very, very negative on this song.
I really like this song.
That's crazy.
I like it feels like Sabrina slow dancing in a burning room. Like it's a song that you can slow dance to in the living room, but it's about breaking up, which is really interesting. And I think that's very clever one. It feels like a very long and thought-provoking song, and it's still under 4 minutes, like everything on this album is, which is really crazy to me. Oh, I forgot to mention there's a guitar solo in Sugar Talking, which I was obsessed with when I heard. I was like, oh my God, we're having guitar solos on pop albums again. We're so back. But no, I disagree that I know you think it sounds like Grease or Mamma Mia, but to me it sounds more like old school country. I
don't get that at all.
In like a 60s way. And I really like it. I think it's very heartfelt. I think it's really, I think the lyrics are really cool. And I think it's a familiar feeling for a lot of people. And so I think Plus, again, because of the retro nature of this album, and this being the fifth track, I kind of think it's the centerpiece of the album. Like, this is what she wanted to put in the middle of this thing to really tie it all together. And like, I'm a fan.
I'm just really bored of this concept. I feel like there's a million songs that could be titled "We Almost Broke Up Again Last Night," and I think this is like the opposite of My Man on Willpower, which to me feels like, oh, I feel like this is a concept that really hasn't been explored before. How your man all of a sudden is restraining himself when he used to be like really like that. To me, like felt like a really clever, like new concept. This to me feels so tired. I'm like, could we write about anything else? It just feels, and another problem I have with this song is like, then she'll throw like it feels to me like we're trying to be sincere, but then at the end she's like, I give him head, and then like we're doing the whole like overtly sexual stuff on this too, and I'm like, that is very funny to me, and that's her shtick. So like, I'm not saying I don't like that. I'm saying like it feels out of place in a track where we're like trying to be sincere, especially one that sounds like this. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get this one. It's just not for me. And it honestly, I feel like it drags down the track list for me. This is where you lose me a little bit in the album. She comes back towards the end for me, but this is where I'm lost a little. So yeah, we're very polar opposite on this one.
Yeah, I was gonna say like this really keeps it moving for me. I really like this. So
that's crazy. This is where it stops dead in its tracks.
And because it tells me that this album can be a lot more things than what Short and Sweet was. I think that's why I like it too. It's like, oh, we can go places here that we haven't gone before. And I like that.
That's fair. I hear that.
Nobody's Son. Nobody's Son is having a huge moment online right now. I've actually seen probably more videos with this song clipped than any of the songs from this album, which I was surprised by, but I get it because it's very clever.
I like this one a lot. I think this is a sequencing issue for me because spoiler alert for the next one. It's smack dab in the middle of my two least favorite songs on the album. And I think I would like this more if it was sequenced differently. So that just tells me that I need time with the album as a whole, because I do really like this song individually.
Yeah. I just think it's like a hilarious concept to be like, instead of saying I'm sick of men, it's like nobody's son can impress me anymore. Like, that's funny as hell. That's super really funny. Also, we're decentering men. Yeah, we're decentering men in 2025. We're not even going to mention the word men. We're going to say nobody's son. We're going to talk about the women that made them and blame them instead. Which is very funny. Doesn't she blame your mom at another point in this album?
Man-child.
Man-child. That's right. You know,
I choose to blame your mom.
Yeah, that's fair.
Which leads me to some internet talking points that a lot of people are mad that they feel like this is so men-centered. And I'm like, I don't think that you heard the album if you feel like this is a man-centered album.
Such a bad take. Who's saying this?
It's such a bad take. I'm like, did you listen to any of these songs? Like, they're all dragging men for filth.
It's the people
like,
that want to make...
Sorry. No, it's okay. I get that it's like technically like about men, but it's not in a positive light by any means. Like,
it's exactly what we said when she put out that album cover, and it feels like the same people that were like, this album cover is so about men, blah, 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 be submissive and shit, have continued to not listen to the album and are just saying the same things about it when it's just not true at all.
Yeah, that's the most confusing part about this whole rollout to me. Is I'm like, I can validly critique a lot of this album, but I'm not going to critique it for its themes or its tongue-in-cheek way of coming after men and this satirical elements of the album cover and lyrics. Like, I don't know why people are missing. I think people are being intentionally obtuse here. I really think that they're just intentionally missing the point.
It has to be. I mean, there's just no other good explanation for it. And it's not like, there's also people being like, well, my 11-year-old can't listen to this and she loves Sabrina Carpenter. Hun, Sabrina Carpenter doesn't want your 11-year-old to listen to her. She tells you that in interviews. Correct. Stop.
It's like all these moms that are bringing their tweens to Olivia Rodrigo and Sabrina Carpenter concerts. I'm like, you know what you're getting into here. Like, just because they were once on Disney Channel does not mean that they are going to write like their Disney Channel kids forever.
No.
Like, they're grown women. Let them write as grown women. It's
exactly
stupid. Really, really
it's very annoying and frustrating, and I'm sick of it.
Just
like I there is something to be said for like the death of tween culture.
I could do a whole episode on that too, for sure.
And how there's just not very much for kids that age, which I do sympathize with.
Me too.
But maybe Sabrina Carpenter is not the answer for your 12-year-old, and I'm sorry.
Correct.
Like, it's just like it's a little bit adult themey.
Yep.
So
it's your job as the parent to vet what you let your kids listen to. It's not the artist's job to cater to them. So
100%.
Nobody's Son, really probably falls around the middle to me, but I really like the chorus on this one as well. The chorus is really good. This feels very Jack to me. Like there's some like arpeggiated chimey stuff that is like very Midnight's coded. It feels very Jack.
Yeah. Well, honestly, the biggest Jackism of this whole album is just the synth sounds, which I will say like that really is what he's great at. I mean, he makes incredible synth sounds.
Yeah.
They're always very interesting and cool.
That and the muted 80s drums. He loves the muted 80s drum pattern.
Loves.
Yeah. Yeah. No, but I like Nobody's Son. It's good.
For sure. Okay, so you're not a fan of Never Getting Laid, the next track.
Chop. Get rid of it.
Okay. I'm not that anti, but I also would put this at the bottom, near the bottom.
Okay. There is a great deal of people online who think that Don't Smile is the best song off of Short and Sweet.
Well, those people are idiots.
I think those people need help. Personally, I don't understand any of what you're talking about or why that's your favorite on that album. But there are people who like that vibe for her, the like really chill vibe. Yeah. And a lot of people are, that hive is kind of upset with this song because it kind of flirts with that. And then the chorus becomes like again, musical theater-esque, like weird. There's a disconnect. In fact, I find that with a lot of songs on this album is there's a disconnect between the verses and the chorus. And this is definitely one of those for me. For me, the super, super vibey, chill stuff and this like musical theater-esque chorus, neither of that works for me. So together it's like, it's just not, it's not my favorite thing for her. I just like don't. This one, I'm not as offended by this one as I am. We almost broke up again last night.
Hater. You're the number one hater of that song.
I if that song has no haters, I'm dead, truly. But this one I'm not as offended by, but I would not blink twice if it was removed from the album today.
I don't mind it on the album. I like the chorus a lot. I think it's funny.
Okay. It is funny. I hope you get agoraphobia.
Agoraphobia is hilarious.
I hope you have a lifetime of never getting laid. It is very funny. I hope the sun shines from your window pane. Yeah, it's clever. It is funny. It's very funny.
The verse like where you have a right hand. I think that's hilarious.
Yeah.
There's some good moments in here, but overall,
there's some zingers. Yeah.
If I listen to the album, I'll listen to it, but otherwise I'm not coming back to it.
One thing I will come back to is the transition from Nobody's Son into Never Getting Laid, which is excellent. That's solid. A great transition. But the song as a whole, I could do without.
Yeah, agreed. I could not do without the next song. When Did You Get Hot?
No, top two on the album.
Yeah, when I first heard this, I literally was like,
this rules. I love this
I was
song.
like literally just like, what am I listening to? This is incredible.
The bass in this thing is wicked. It's just wicked. This is the bedchem of the album. And this to me goes right in line with what I was saying earlier, which is that even though this is the bedchem of the album, I still like bedchem more. Yeah. So for me, the Short and Sweet highs are much higher, but this is the comp, right? And I'm very happy we have this as well as bedchem. We can have both, and I'm very happy we have both because this thing is so fun. It's very Y2K. It's very horny. I would chorus, say it's just killer.
I know. Well, I think what the funniest thing about this song is it's actually like Sabrina's fantasy. Like, wait, what if there was a guy that was nice and cool that I like vibed with, and now he's hot?
Yeah.
Someone I can date. Oh my God.
Like, wow.
So that's funny. It's like she's like getting super horny for this like fantasy version of something in her head, which is like really fun.
It is very fun. That moment in the second time we get the chorus, when the instrumental cuts out during the double take, triple take, that part right there.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's such ear candy to me. And then it comes back in right after that. Oh man, it's so good. There's actually a couple times on the album where they do that trick, where in the second chorus they cut out part of the instrumental. They do it in Go-Go Juice too. And I just love that. That's a great trick. They can do that as many times as they want.
There's so much ear candy on this track, which is the shortest track on the whole album. It's only like 2 minutes and 20 seconds. The little run right before the second chorus, and that's so Ari. That is Ari as hell.
So Ari, and the lyric right before it is, "I have a big riff coming. Give me a minute."
Oh yeah.
And then she just wails. It's like, wow, what a great moment. Yeah, that
and then the post chorus is like the song with the
Yep.
I mean, that is like so 2000s.
It's just brilliant. Yeah. They knocked this one out of the park. This is so good. It's best on headphones. Listen on good headphones.
Oh
yeah. Oh my god, it's so
although
good.
I will say this entire album is mixed and mastered amazingly for AirPods. Like the first time I listened, I was like, damn, I don't usually get high fidelity in these earphones, but they really made sure they sounded good in AirPods. Like, wow.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. So this is a masterclass in production. This song is. It's just fantastic.
Definitely.
All right. What's after
Go-Go
this?
Juice. Go-Go Juice.
Oh yeah, Go-Go Juice.
Okay, another one that's doing well online. I think it's having a good moment online. I would say I'm lukewarm on Go-Go Juice.
Okay, I'm probably a little bit higher on Go-Go Juice than you are.
Okay, I figured that was going to be the case.
I think this is a standout just because it's really, really fun. And I think, like I said, I go to Sabrina Carpenter for fun. What I will say is this is another one that suffers the same issue of the chorus and the verse. There's just such a disconnect for me there. Yeah. It doesn't start off sounding like a country song at all, and then all of a sudden, bam, we're in a country chorus. It's just a country
song. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a disconnect there that really bothers me. But I love the chorus. I think if I'm comparing this and The Giver by Chapel Roan, because that's like we're both trying to do our country thing, I prefer The Giver in general. But I do love this chorus. I think it's super fun. I love the breakdown, the ba-da-da stuff in the bridge. It's very funny. I love the moment in the second verse where they cut out the instrumental when she says a girl who can handle her liquor is a girl who's been dumped or whatever. That's really great moment. I think this is one that's going to immediately go on my playlists because it's just a fun,
it's very
party song. Yeah. So it's probably, I'm probably a little bit higher on it just because of that very reason, even though I do have a few qualms with it.
This song also does sort of confirm her rumored internet fling with Dylan O'Brien from The Maze Runner. So.
Oh, interesting. I don't know this lore.
Okay, so she sings John or Larry, which are references to Shawn Mendes and Barry Keoghan.
Oh, are you going to do the villain thing?
And the one that
I've been so
villain.
Confused by this. Okay, the one that rhymes with the villain, Dylan.
Talking about Dylan O'Brien. Yeah.
John or Larry? Who's John?
Shawn Mendes. Which we knew about
Shawn and Barry.
Yeah, the first album.
Oh, okay. I really missed all of this. I was very confused by that part. I know, right? So thank you for informing me now.
You're very welcome. You're very welcome.
Very good. Notice how she did not mention Joshua Bassett because who cares?
No. But she already dragged him to hell in the last album.
Yeah, she did. As she should. That's really funny. The stuff. One that rhymes with villain. Okay, so that does. Yeah. Okay, interesting. I'll have to look that up more because I missed all of that.
Yeah. I'm rooting for them. Dylan O'Brien came to a restaurant I was working at one time, and I did not serve him, but my coworker that did said he was super charming and fun and sweet. And
nice.
So,
that's not surprising.
Date him, Sabrina. What are you doing?
There we go.
He seems lovely. Here you go.
He does. He's been White Boy of the Month many times on the internet. So
many times, and he's not bad to look at. So just like, I don't know.
Yep,
it's okay.
That's great.
There's an option for you. I do want to say it is really, really sad that like one of the most desirable women in the entire world can't find a man that is worth dating. That's tough. The bar is in hell. I mean, it really is.
It truly is.
It's a tough time.
Yeah. She should be having no issues with that.
And instead she writes entire albums about how bad it is out there.
Yeah.
So.
And I love it. Keep
Me
dragging
too. We need it. Men need to learn. I love the idea that Tears is just like a guide for how to turn women on, which is just
I know, it's so funny.
Be a good person and be considerate and like take initiative. Oh man.
My cousin, well, technically Hunter's cousin, but I refer to her as my cousin too. She texted me the day this album came out, and she said, "As an acts of service, girly, I really relate to Tears." she's like, I never feel hornier than when my fiance like unloads the dishwasher. Like, I get it. It's very funny. So.
Good stuff. Okay. Anything else on Go-Go Juice?
No, I like that one.
Okay. Yeah. So the next song is Don't Worry, I'll Make You Worry. This is my least favorite personally.
Okay.
I don't know what you think about it.
I think as far as Sabrina Carpenter ballads go, I'm actually pretty high on this one. Okay. But I will tell you, I only really like it when I'm listening on headphones, because there is the production on this is so lush. Like, Jack put in a lot of layering here, and for some reason it like totally calms my nervous system. I love like I don't really care about the melody, the lyrics, anything. The production just sounds so rich. I really think Jack put his whole pussy into this one, and I like it that way. But like I notice when I'm like listening in the car, I don't really vibe with it very much. Like it has to be. It's very specifically on headphones. I like the chorus on it. When I first heard it, I was like, oh, this is one of her best ballads ever. I don't feel that way anymore. It has fallen a little bit for me, but I don't hate it by any means.
Okay. Yeah. For me, it's just kind of a nothing burger of a song. I just, it doesn't stick with me.
I get that.
And then we move on.
Yep.
But it's not offensive or anything. It's just like fine.
No, it's not. Mm-hmm. It's fine. Yeah. I agree. Except for that production, which is really great.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. And then we get to, I know your favorite, House Tour.
How can this not be your favorite? I don't understand how this is not everyone's favorite. This shit rules. I mean, this is Barbie Dreamhouse fantasy. Like, this shit is awesome.
I was going to say, if we get a Barbie Dreamhouse music video, then I will be absolutely foaming at the mouth for this song. Like,
we need it right now.
We do.
Right fucking now. I have one complaint with the song, and it's that I wish we had one more chorus.
Yeah.
I wish we had a third chorus.
I wouldn't mind going back to it. Yeah.
Everything else, perfect. No notes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
The production on this song is out of this world. It is so fun.
I feel like I'm in an 80s like workout class with like leggings and leg warmers and my headband and little wrist
100%.
cuffs. That's how I feel listening to this song. And it's, oh my God, it's so much fun. The little outro or the
outro is amazing. That's so Madonna.
Pretty Girl Avenue. I'm like, fuck yes, like we need more of this. God, I love this song. This is like one of her best songs to me. This to me is like, other than Tears, like this feels like an obvious smash to me. I hope this one becomes a single. But again, it's very horny. I don't know how you're playing it on radio.
I mean, you gotta cut out the just don't enter through the back door. But I think most of this is fine. She says it's not a metaphor, you know?
She does. I
mean, it clearly is, but
very clearly. It's so funny though. Oh my gosh. This is just like this is everything I go to Sabrina Carpenter for.
It is. This is Sabrina archetype.
Absolute ear candy, very danceable, hooky chorus, singability, witty lyricism, funny as hell. I'm like, that's Sabrina Carpenter to me. Give me more of this. This is what I want. I want an album of House Tour. Thank you very much. Send.
I wouldn't be surprised if that's what this becomes, because in a way, a lot of this album is like, please, please, please extrapolated.
100%. I actually meant to say that at the top. So thank you for bringing that up. This feels like we took Please, Please, Please and really expanded on that world rather than taking Espresso and expanding on that world.
Agreed. Fully agree. Yeah. So maybe the next album will be, everyone really liked House Tour. Let me do that.
Yeah. I hope so. House Tour High Rise.
It's so good, you guys. Like, I would say, like, we'll get to 3 tracks in a second, but that'll surely be on both of ours, I think. I mean, that's, yeah. For sure. Anything else about House Tour other than just bop?
No,
banger?
It's just, best song I ever heard. So
it's so good.
That's where I'm at.
And then we close out with Goodbye, which I think is a nice closing song. I don't think it's like amazing, but it's nice.
Me neither. It's very good. Close. I like it better than Don't Smile.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's a better ending to the album than
Yes. This one is like so ABBA worship. It's not even funny.
It's the most ABBA-y song ever. A lot of people are like,
so
is this
ABBA.
her audition for Mamma Mia 3? Which I'm not complaining if that happens.
If she was in a Mamma Mia 3, I would be running to the movie theater.
Make
it happen.
Yeah.
Literally
I'm
make
fully
it happen
in.
now.
She's a great actress too. And I think people forget that. Like she's one of those people that was just always good at acting and is just also an incredible singer and performer.
Yep.
So
Yeah. Oh my God. Now that you said that out loud, I need it.
I know.
I need air.
This is like the most ABBA-y thing. It's more ABBA than Miley's album was. Like it's like very.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It's just like all ABBA.
Yep. Totally.
Bjorn, where are you? Did you produce this?
It's very fun. I love the fuck you, ta-ta.
Yeah.
I love On the Flip Side, cheerio. It's all. Yeah, all very funny. Again, what I go to Sabrina Carpenter for. So I'm not like foaming at the mouth for this song, but I do think it's a good ending.
Yeah.
That's
right. Agree. Okay, so takeaways on the album, I would say for me, it's interesting because Short and Sweet, when I first listened to it, I was like, I'm not sure this is going to make my top 10 at the end of the year. And then it was like number 5 for me. It really, really grew for me. This one I think I liked more on first listen, so I'm curious to see where it goes for me over time. I'm not sure where it's going to end up, but I do like that it's a little bit more geared towards the kind of music I gravitate towards, which is like a little bit more intellectual, a little bit more groovy.
Yep.
And very musician-y, you know.
Yep.
So
for sure,
I might end up really loving this.
Yeah, for me, I think this is a worthy addition to Sabrina's catalog. I'm happy we have it. I think it's very good. It's not something that I will probably go back to as much as Short and Sweet. There will probably be a few songs I pull from this that, get added to my playlists. But as a whole is not on that same level. But again, I'm never going to complain about Sabrina Carpenter music. So
yeah, for sure.
Have it.
I think ultimate takeaway is that despite coming out really a year after Short and Sweet, this was a success, and I'm not mad about getting any of it because it's great.
For sure. Yep. We'll see if she follows the Rihanna formula for pop music. If she's going to give us an album every single year. Yeah.
I wouldn't be shocked. I mean, this is her 7th or 8th album. I think
it's a good question. I'd have to think about it. I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think it's the 7th. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, she's really prolific. So if not next year, I would imagine in 2027, we would get another one.
Yeah.
Just because she seems to be that kind of artist.
Yeah. She just seems to be having so much fun. So, which I like. I think that's great.
For sure. And hopefully her next album is like about how she found a guy that doesn't suck. Yeah, that'd be great for her plot. For
her sake. Yeah,
it would be nice for her. What are your like 3-4 standout tracks that you want to?
The top 3 for me in order is House Tour, When Did You Get Hot, and Sugar Talking. Those are the 3 I will return to the most. But my 4th would be Tears. Okay,
I think we have the exact same favorites. I would say the exact same ones.
Cool.
Yeah. Probably Tears above Sugar Talking, just because I love the video. But
that's fair.
Yeah. That would
Super
be mine.
Fair.
And then Nobody's Son seems to be doing really well on the internet. So
I think that one's going to grow on me the more I listen to it. I really think that one's going to sneak up on me at some point. Like 3 weeks from now, it's going to be like, oh wait, this is the best song I've ever heard. So I do foresee that.
Awesome.
Cool.
Well, that was Man's Best Friend. We're going to jump over now to return to our top 25 albums of the 21st century so far. Last time through, we did 25 through 21. So I'm just going to recap what we had there. So at 25, we had Damn by Kendrick Lamar. At 24 was Songs About Jane by Maroon 5. At 23, A Black Mile to the Surface by Manchester Orchestra. Not
Trans-Siberian
Orchestra. I almost said Electric Light Orchestra, which is not what you said. Future Nostalgia by Dua Lipa. And Imaginal Disc by Magdalena Bay, which we do want to shout out real quick, is getting a visual album / film next year, which we just cannot wait for.
I just am just gagging and gooping over that. Like, give it to me now. Please give it to me now.
It's going to be so trippy. I can't wait.
It's going to feel so low budget. Like, all their music videos are so low budget and just like sci-fi. I can't wait. Yeah. It's going to be great.
Okay, so let's get into today's offerings. We're going to start with number 20 on our list. This first one is Only by the Night by Kings of Leon from 2008. So this album is very important to me. I think it was the first album I ever bought on CD. And
Yeah.
We've mentioned on the show many times before that we were kind of like force-fed Christian music for a long time and really developed our own musical taste like in middle school and high school. And so this was a huge influence for me when I was growing up. Like I played the crap out of this album. And I mean, beyond having some soaring hits, obviously Sex on Fire and Use Somebody, like huge songs. There's just a lot of gems on this album. Everything from Crawl and Closer, the opening track, to songs like I Want You towards the end of the album, which are just like super laid back, beautiful songs. It really runs the gamut of what I think like a pop rock type of album should be. And I just love it. And do you have any thoughts on it?
I'm more familiar with like the bigger hits on this album than I am with the deep cuts, but I will say that Sex on Fire is probably one of my favorite pop songs from the 2000s. Like,
it's so good.
Song absolutely rules. His voice is just so unique. It's still to this day unlike any other song that I've heard.
I agree
in the genre. But I would say Crawl is super underrated. Like, if you're gonna go listen to one song that you haven't heard on this, I love Crawl. That song, it rules. So good.
So good. So this is definitely a sentimental one for me, but because of how big some of the songs are, I think it definitely deserves to be on this list.
I agree.
Okay, our next one. Do you want to go ahead and talk about this?
Our next one is arguably one of our most shared memories and special albums to us as brothers. And this is Halcyon by Ellie Goulding. That came out 2012, I think.
Yes.
That album, so you were the first one to really discover Ellie when you heard Lights on the radio. And we went back and you showed me Lights, the album. We both fell in love with that album. And I think this is like one of the first times, like as siblings, we were like counting down the days for an album to drop. Like still to this day, my cringy Facebook memories from middle school, I have like a million posts where I'm like, Halcyon 100 days. Halcyon 52 days away. Like I was like counting down on Facebook as if anybody cared or anybody knew who this artist was. And and we listened to the hell out of this album when it came out, and is honestly still, I consider, one of my favorite pop albums of all time. It's super left field, experimental, very dark pop music with just like some of the craziest songs I've heard, like Figure 8, the title track. What am I missing? Don't Say a Word.
Only You, one of my favorites.
Only You. Yeah. I mean, there's just like countless incredible songs on this album, and is one that just like not only do I feel like it is worthy of being on this list, also is one of the most nostalgic albums to me from a very formative time in my life. Yeah,
I fully agree. I mean, Figure 8 was, I think, my like alarm clock ringtone for about 2 straight years. And I think I played Only You maybe like 600,000 times probably when this came out. I guess for the people out there that haven't heard this album, Anything Could Happen is on here, which was sort of a radio hit. But
probably the biggest hit off this.
In general, this was like a pretty under listened to project, and so I definitely wanted to highlight it here because it's really, really great. Ellie Goulding kind of fell off completely after this album, unfortunately. She had 2 bangers.
Kind of. I do think that her biggest hit was from the 50 Shades soundtrack.
That's true. Let Me Like You Do.
Let Me Like You Do. I think that happened in between this and Delirium. I think that's probably her biggest moment as an artist. But I think in terms of quality, she definitely dropped off after this.
For sure. And just like incredible showcases of her voice. The song Atlantis, she's just like so high up in the stratosphere as a singer. But she can also really take it down. And this the blend of electronica and pop and singer-songwriter that she achieved on those first 2 albums is just outstanding.
Yeah.
And there hasn't really been anything like it since.
There hasn't. Not from her, not from anyone really.
Yeah.
It's a very special sound she crafted for herself that I would love for her to return to at some point.
I agree.
But if she doesn't, I'm just glad we have this because it's truly excellent.
Yeah, and the title track Halcyon is an amazing song as well.
So
I mean, it's just a beautiful song. Like when it's just us, showing how it feels like to be lonely. Oh, yeah, it's just so pretty.
Beautiful.
Anyway,
it's a beautiful song.
Highly recommend Halcyon to those who have not heard it. It's a beautiful album.
Agreed.
Okay. Number 18 on our list, we're going to go to an album that came out last year as well. We were very high on last year, if you can't tell. I mean, part of this was that we started the podcast last year, but part of it was because it was a generational run for music last year. And this album, notwithstanding, is Eternal Sunshine by Ariana Grande. We believe her best album, I think.
100%. And it's not even close for me, but I know it is for a lot of people.
Yeah, I agree with you. And
yeah,
it's one I listen to all the time.
Yeah. We were back and forth between this and Thank You Next on which one to include on the list. I think both are worthy, but I like Eternal Sunshine significantly more than Thank You Next. I just feel like Thank You Next obviously is the hit making album, right? Like that was her biggest period as a pop star. It's where everybody knew her name. She was probably the biggest artist in the world that year, 2019. And for that, like, I think it's absolutely worthy, but Eternal Sunshine is the one that feels the most her and the one that has the most heart. And it just feels like it's the one that she relates to the most, as not Ariana Grande, the pop star, but Ariana Grande as the human being. And you really feel how human this album is, throughout its entire runtime, which I love.
Yeah. And now we have like extra songs to add to too, which is really cool from the deluxe this year.
Yep.
And
which I think adds so much.
Yeah, enriches it even more, which is really cool.
For sure.
But yeah, I just think
record.
Song that, once again, Max Martin is just the GOAT. There's no one better. And
correct.
You know, he just ate with his entire album. And
he did.
I just sang, I don't know if you've seen it. I sent you a video on TikTok of a choir singing We Can't Be Friends. Have you watched that?
Oh, no, I haven't seen it yet. I'll have to go back.
I was crying watching this video. It was so beautiful.
Wow.
I'm just like, wow, what a song. I mean, that song is such a classic.
It's a career defining moment for her.
It really is.
Yeah. And it was a big song, but it's not probably one of her biggest ever. Well, it might be one of her biggest ever, but it didn't reach the highs of like a No Tears Left to Cry or a Thank You Next. And I think it is so deserving of that. I don't know if it'll ever get its flowers, but it is truly a career defining piece of music for her.
It's unbelievable.
It's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Yeah. You could say quality throughout mixed with the highs just deserves to be here.
Yep. We are Eternal Sunshine's biggest fans. We love you, Audrey. So brilliant. All right.
Let's see if it does the hearts again. Will it do the heart?
Oh, yeah.
Nope, it didn't do it this time.
After Eternal Sunshine at number 17, we have an album that I am huge on, but I think is a newer discovery for Jimmy over here, and that is Motomami by Rosalia. This is Rosalia, if you don't know, is an artist from Spain. She writes entirely in Spanish. All of her music is entirely in Spanish. She started out as a flamenco artist, writing really, really traditional Spanish music. And you would never know it from this album because this shit is one of the most experimental albums I've ever listened to. It combines so many sounds from like reggaeton to flamenco to pop to R&B, and doing everything just so effortlessly, blending genres and styles and putting like electronic elements on top of all of it. It's a masterclass in writing, producing, her vocals. I mean, she's like a generational vocalist. This woman's voice is top tier, so underrated. And I know I'm not alone in thinking this because Motomami was crazy reviewed that year. I mean, people were just raving about how excellent this record is. It's by and large her best record so far. I love her album, El Mal Querer from 2018. That's a great record, but this one tops it in almost every regard. It's absolutely brilliant. I'm anxious to hear what your thoughts were upon first listen of this a few weeks ago.
Oh my God, my socks were knocked off by this album. I actually texted you right away and was like, this should be higher on our list. I've heard it once and I'm like, this is an insane piece of work. I mean, the production on it, the vocals, I was blown away. Never once was I like, oh, I wish I understood the lyrics. Did not care. I mean, part of that's because like lyrics are less important to me in general, but like, wow. This is a must listen to for any music fan. It is great. Like, for the very first song, they do this thing where they like use an aggressive gate on her vocals, which makes them pop in and out in this really jarring way. And I was like, why was that the greatest choice ever for this song? And then I was hooked, you know, I was like, wow, okay. They're breaking all the rules here. Let me just keep listening. And it's so good. Yeah. It's so good.
I mean, you can tell she put her everything into this. She's an artistic visionary that is just being overlooked, I think. And I think a lot of that just has to do with the fact that it's all in Spanish. But I think the more as the years go on, that is becoming less and less important as people like Bad Bunny blow up in the US. I think whatever Rosalia does next, I think will be huge for her. Yeah. And I think she has this album to thank for that. It's truly it is an unreal piece of music. Like, please go listen to it if you haven't.
And I will say her tour for this pioneered a lot of techniques that major artists are using to this day, which is like videographer on stage, getting really tight close-ups of the artists so that they appear on the jumbotrons in the stadium and stuff. Like, that stuff is very revolutionary, and I think artists are still copying that.
Yeah, and very controversial at the time. There were people that really didn't like that. But as always with her, she's one step ahead of the game.
Exactly.
Constantly. And I think she will continue to do so. Very excited for what she does next.
For sure. Okay. Our last one for this episode is another one that came out last year. I know. Oh, grown. We're doing too many recent things. But how can you not put Brat by Charlie XCX on this list? Yeah. This is a revolutionary project. And, you know, if we talk about any albums from the 2020s in the future, it's probably going to be this and then some footnotes after that. So.
Yep. I mean, a masterclass in production, in lyric writing, a masterclass in marketing. Above all else, masterclass in marketing, and just the album that skyrocketed a artist who's been doing this forever and has been mostly a niche legend, has had a huge fan base, but not really mainstream. And then this album is just the culmination of that career of just years grinding and really influencing pop music without people knowing it was her. And now everybody knows it was her. And I think the songs stand for themselves. I know that it's not totally your cup of tea, but I love that you can appreciate what this has done for pop music, both musically and marketing wise. It's just it was such a moment. Brat Summer lives on forever. I never get tired of it. It's just it was such a great moment in pop culture and in pop music.
Yeah. And once again, a bar song, Tipsy, entered to the charts before Brat came out. So I just want to be clear about how long that was on the charts.
Oh my God. Thank God it's gone. Holy shit. That's such a crime.
All right, so to wrap up our five for today, we're Only by the Night, Kings of Leon, Halcyon by Ellie Goulding, Eternal Sunshine, Ariana Grande, Moto Mami by Rosalia, and Brat by Charlie XCX. So we'll do our next five in the next episode, and then we'll do a special standalone episode for our top 10, because we're going to have a lot to say about those. So what's sparking joy for you, if anything, at the moment?
The weather has been truly spectacular. It's been like the worst summer of all time, and finally within the past few weeks it has felt like a normal summer. So I've just been outside a lot, which has been great, but I picked up a new hobby. I started playing pickleball, which like me and every other white person on planet Earth. But
you doing a sport?
Can you believe? I know. I've played it twice now. Yeah, I've played it twice now, and we just actually bought paddles. And we're going to literally, after we're done recording, we're going to go to our nearby park and play it because it's so fun. It's really fun. It's a great workout. Great for your hand-eye coordination. And I'm actually not terrible at it. Like, I'm actually doing okay. So I've been enjoying that quite a bit, and Hunter even more so than me. Like he's literally he's like, I'm about to join a league. So
I've been wanting to try it.
It's been really, really fun.
Yeah.
It's very fun. But the other thing that's sparking joy is Hunter's busy season is upon him, so he'll be traveling a lot more. So I've been banking up a lot of things to watch, and I'm excited to start getting into those. Like Wednesday season 2, I'm finally going to watch Poker Face, which I know you really love.
Yeah, it's good fun.
Finally going to watch K-pop Demon Hunters, so I haven't gotten around to that. So that's next. So I'm excited to have some time to deep dive on all that stuff.
I love that. I feel like my sparking joy is kind of music related. I've just been really enjoying some of the music this month, and I'm so happy that after a trying year that I've actually liked some stuff. So
I know.
It's been a good time. I'm really happy. I've yet to listen to Ego Death with her track list, so I'm about to do that.
It's better than
really get into it. Is it?
Yeah, I was really skeptical when I saw it. I was like, but I've fallen so in love with My Order. And then I listened to hers and I was like, yeah, okay, I shouldn't have doubted Mother. It really is. It's really great. The Order is really great. I like it a lot. Yeah.
All right. Well, I think that about wraps it up for today. We will be back in another 2 weeks with our next episode. Please hit us up on TikTok if you have any ideas for future episodes or think we missed anything in our best albums of the 21st century so far list. We're eventually going to do an episode where we try to listen to a lot of our fans' favorite albums and talk about them. So please hit us up on there for that. Other than that, we will see you next time on the Daily Record Spin.